Logan Paul isn't being canceled this time. He's not fighting drama. He's not fighting the internet. He's fighting his own words, spoken under oath, and now he's desperately trying to hide them. For years, Logan Paul has been untouchable, no matter how big the scandal. No matter how loud the backlash, no matter how many people lost money, Logan always survived. He apologized, he rebranded, he waited, and the internet moved on. But this time, there is no apology coming, because this time, Logan Paul made the one mistake powerful influencers never make. He went to court. When Logan Paul sued Coffeezilla for defamation over the CryptoZoo scandal, he thought this would be just another intimidation play, another lawsuit, another flex of money and lawyers, another way to scare a critic into silence. Instead, he walked directly into a trap of his own making. Because once you sue someone, the case doesn't belong to you anymore. It belongs to Discovery. And Discovery is where lies go to die. Discovery forces both sides to hand over documents, messages, emails, internal conversations, and most importantly, it forces you to sit down and answer questions under oath. No edits, no PR spin, no character, just you, your memory, and the truth. That process is called a deposition, and right now, Logan Paul is doing everything in his power to make sure you never see his. A deposition isn't a podcast appearance, it's not a vlog, and it's not a WWE promo. It's hours of lawyers drilling into every detail of your story. What you knew, when you knew it, who told you, who approved it, every pause is noted, every contradiction is documented, every lie is a potential crime, and sometimes it's all recorded on video. Which raises a terrifying question: if Logan Paul did nothing wrong, why is he trying so hard to keep his deposition secret? In court filings, Logan's legal team is asking for his deposition to be marked confidential. Not redacted, not partially sealed, fully hidden from the public. That alone is a red flag. Because in American courts, everything is public by default. Secrecy has to be earned. And Logan hasn't earned it. Instead of arguing that the deposition contains private information, instead of claiming it reveals sensitive personal data, Logan argues something much more revealing, that his sworn testimony could be used against him, by investigators, by class action lawsuits, by the public, and that fear tells us exactly what's happening here. This isn't about protecting privacy, this is about protecting an image. Because for the first time in his career, Logan Paul can't control the narrative. He can't delete comments, he can't demonetize critics, he can't re-edit the footage. His words are locked in, under oath, forever, and if that deposition goes public, this won't be another Logan Paul scandal. It will be the beginning of his real downfall. For years, Logan Paul has survived controversy after controversy, scams, apologies, comebacks, reinventions. Every time it looked like the internet finally caught up to him, he slipped away. But this time is different, because this time, Logan Paul isn't fighting a cancel wave. He isn't fighting Twitter. He isn't fighting YouTube drama channels. He's fighting his own sworn testimony. And that's the one thing money, clout, and PR cannot erase. For a long time, Logan mastered the art of controlling the narrative. When critics attacked him, he reframed himself as misunderstood. When fans lost money, he promised fixes. When scandals exploded, he waited them out. But behind the scenes, something changed. Instead of ignoring criticism, instead of apologizing, Logan Paul made a fatal mistake. He sued the wrong person. That person was Coffeezilla, an investigative YouTuber who doesn't care about clout, who doesn't settle for apologies, who doesn't back down when millionaires threaten him. And by filing a defamation lawsuit against Coffeezilla, Logan Paul unknowingly triggered the one process that terrifies powerful people more than exposure: discovery. Discovery is where stories die. It's where tweets don't matter, where vibes don't matter, where charisma doesn't matter, only facts do. And facts are extracted the most brutally during one thing: a deposition. A deposition isn't a podcast. There's no editing, no PR team whispering what to say. You are placed in a room with lawyers whose job is not to like you, but to break your story apart piece by piece. You are sworn under oath. Lying is a crime. Contradictions are documented. Tone, hesitation, body language, all recorded, sometimes even on video. And once you speak, you can never take it back. This is where Logan Paul's downfall truly begins. Because according to court filings, Logan is now doing everything possible to stop his deposition from becoming public. not delay it, not redact small sections, but fully block it from public access. And that alone tells you everything. Logan claims the deposition should remain confidential, but here's the problem. In U.S. civil law, nothing is confidential by default. If you want secrecy, you must prove the information is private, sensitive, or would cause specific, measurable harm. And Logan's team fails to do that. Repeatedly. Legal analyst Legal Bytes reviewed Logan's arguments line by line, and what she found wasn't a strong legal defense. It was panic. Logan's first argument is that Coffeezilla didn't try hard enough to negotiate confidentiality before objecting. That's not how the law works. Judges don't decide secrecy based on who had a nicer conversation. And worse, Logan provides no evidence of bad faith. Just vibes, just complaints, just assumptions. Courts don't operate on assumptions. The second argument is where things get disturbing. Logan accuses Coffeezilla of potentially using deposition materials to assist federal investigators, help class action lawsuits, expose wrongdoing beyond the defamation case. And this is where Logan slips, because he never claims the deposition contains private information. He never says it includes medical records, financial account numbers, personal identifiers. Instead, he's upset that his own sworn words could be used to hold him accountable. That's not abuse of process. That's how justice works. And then comes the third argument, the weakest one. Logan claims Coffeezilla hasn't explained why the deposition needs to be public. But legally, that doesn't matter. The burden is on Logan to prove why it should be secret, and he doesn't. At this point, the mask slips. Because if the deposition truly helped Logan, if it proved his innocence, if it exposed Coffeezilla's lies, Logan would want it public. He would leak it himself. Instead, he's trying to bury it. Why? Because depositions don't care about influencer personas. They expose who approved what, who knew what, and when they knew it. CryptoZoo was marketed as revolutionary. But behind the scenes, wallets drained, promises evaporated, and responsibility was blurred. And now, under oath, Logan has to answer one question he's avoided for years. What did you actually know? This isn't about one project. It's about a pattern. A creator who built an empire on controversy, who monetized apologies, who turned outrage into profit. But courts don't reward chaos. They document it. If the judge denies Logan's confidentiality request, and legally there's little reason not to, then everything changes. The transcript could become public, the video could surface, and suddenly PR spin collapses. Contradictions are time-stamped, lies become evidence. This is no longer a YouTube scandal, and it's a historical record. And that's why Logan Paul is panicking. Not because of Coffeezilla, but because for the first time in his career, he can't edit the footage. Because when the internet forgets, courts remember. And this time, the downfall won't be decided by comments, likes, or subscribers. It will be decided by his own words. Under oath. Forever. Thanks for watching, guys. Please let me know in comments if you want more videos like this.